Inleder vi den här presskonferensen med Peter Gerhardsson. Hand upp för fråga. We can start here.
Hej Peter.
Hej.
Det känns lite grymt, men kan du sammanfatta hur du känner och tänker nu med det här slutet som blev?
Nej, men det känns lite som när man går in i straffar så är det lite så här att samma känsla hade man i OS ungefär när man förlorade och hade liksom läge där liksom också att avgöra. Det hade vi idag också. Men under en del så har man ju känslan liksom som man hade i Australien och Nya Zeeland att man skulle vinna straffsparkslägen. Så att, men jag sa det innan, och just det här är svårt, men det går inte att avgöra på något annat sätt. Så det finns liksom ingen, det ska avgöras på det här sättet. Och, men det är väldigt svårt. Ett av de svåraste momenten som jag sa förut, det är inte många som slår sina straffar i klubblag, och ibland slår man liksom i matcher som man har kanske leder med 3-0 och det kanske är 5 straffar per år. Att gå ut så här och göra det här, och det tycker jag det märks både på oss i England liksom, att det var väldigt många missar naturligtvis, eller räddningar av målvakten som också gör det bra naturligtvis, men från 11 meter så tycker ju alla att man ska göra mål, så är det ju. Men ett svårt moment, och i den delen var vi inte tillräckligt skickliga, men vi hade liksom lägen att avgöra. Matchen för övrigt så var vi liksom en väldigt bra första halvlek, och det kom ut ett England som naturligtvis ville, det var inte meningen att vi skulle hamna så lågt som vi gjorde i andra, men en skicklig motståndare, så vi trodde inte att vi skulle kunna dominera en match på 90 minuter mot England, men vi kom tillbaka tycker jag i förlängningskvartarna där de blev lite trötta och vi blev lite piggare, så att men allt sånt här analys av det känns ganska meningslöst, utan just nu mer känns det som lite, jag vet inte vad ord, man vemodigt, man känner en sorg på något sätt liksom, att ledsen för att det blev på det här sättet.
Ja, Smilla Holmberg kliver fram och slår det som blir den sista straffen. Hur tas ett sånt beslut just när det är sadden straff?
Det vart ju sista straffen, så att det vet man ju inte innan. Men hon är kanske en av de bästa straffskyttarna på träning och så vidare. Och var ju uppe i diskussion att hon skulle vara en av 5. Nu valde vi liksom, det är 11 spelare, och spelarna ville innan att man skulle sätta 1-11 på de här 11 stycken. Så att det gjorde vi ledare. Vi satte 1-11. Så att, och det är klart att någon annan skulle ha varit på något annat. Men hade vi gjort mål innan så hade de inte slagit straff. Så att det är liksom så här, men hon är liksom en av de bästa på träning. Så att det varit bättre än många av de andra.
Och just det är många som reagerar att det blir en 18-årig debutant som det blir, som du säger, sista straffen. Vad tänker du kring det och liksom hennes moden då, att hon går fram och gör det här?
Ja, nej men alltså man kan inte hålla på och titta på ålder eller vad liksom, det kan ju finnas om vi tar Sofia Jakobsson då, som man skulle kunna ställa samma fråga på henne, och man skulle kunna ställa på andra liksom, så till slut så har man inga straffläggare. Ska Sofia Jakobsson slå liksom vet jag inte om hon kommer att fortsätta, det har jag ingen aning om, men liksom, ja, hon har chans att avgöra, och Smilla har chans också att hålla oss kvar i turneringen där, så att vi har 11 stycken och alla måste vara beredda att slå. Då sätter man upp en lista 1-11, så att, och byten har gjorts, så att en del av de som kanske hade slagit straffar är det mer vana var ju utbytta.
Smilla har ju ett väldigt fint mästerskap bakom sig. Det gör ju nästan ont att se henne när hon bryter ihop där efter straffen. Hur stöttar man henne i det här läget?
Men det gör alla. Och det var inte bara hon som stöttades. Fortfarande där liksom att det är sorg eller så här. Det är inte bara för att man är 18 år, utan Det fanns ju sådana som var lika ledsna för att man är 27 eller 30. Eller, så att det är ju inte kopplat till den delen. Utan, jag tycker det man ser efteråt är ju verkligen en stöttning. Att alla liksom är fram och de försöker det här. Sen kommer det vara en sak liksom att hantera. Men det är ju inte spelarna själva som väljer, utan det är vi ledare som har valt det hela. Så att det kan ju alltid finnas att någonstans så måste man fatta beslut liksom om sådana här saker. Och vi har aldrig liksom varit fega eller rädda för att fatta beslut. Men det kan innebära en del saker som gör att det inte går kanske som man vill.
Det känns ju som att marginalerna liksom aldrig har varit så små som idag. Succé i första halvlek och sen så blir det som det blir i andra halvlek med förlängning och straffar. Hur ser du på fotbollen när den är som grymmast som idag?
Nej men jag tror nu hamnar vi på fel sida mot USA i kvartsfinalen i VM, så hamnar vi på rätt sida. Så någonstans är det väl, jag tror så här, vi kan hålla på att analysera spel och allting, men den största anledningen till att vi ledare håller på med fotboll, att spelare håller med fotboll, att ni bevakar fotboll och allting, det är ju mer känslorna, det är dramatiken och det är att fotbollen är oförutsägbar. Visste man innan om det var en klar setlista så här kommer det bli, det skulle vara tomt här om man visste att det blev 3-0 och 18-4 i avslut eller någonting sådär. Så att fotbollen är på det sättet, det är väldigt mycket känslor och det tror jag är någonting som man ska acceptera, även om vi ibland grottar ner oss i mycket statistik och grottar ner sig i annat, så grunden till fotboll och att vi håller på med det, alla vi som bevakar och det här, det är liksom, det är känslorna det berör, och det berör naturligtvis ännu mer om man håller på ett lag. Hade man suttit här som kanske scout från Italien, så kanske man inte liksom är supernervös eller bryr sig, eller kanske man håller på ett lag. Så att, men jag lovar att både England och vi och svenskar och engelsmän och var säkert berörda både ena och andra hållet på den här matchen. Men det är alltid en segrare, en förlorare, och nu hamnar vi på den sidan.
Bara en sista fråga om straffarna. Var det någon som uttalat sa att de inte ville lägga en av de tillfrågade?
Spelarna hade ett möte och där sa de att de ville att vi skulle sätta upp 1-11. Inte att det skulle vara någonting liksom i det hela. Och det gjorde vi. Sen kan man inte sätta upp 1-11 förrän man har gjort alla byten och så vidare. Så att de ville ha den ordningen och då lyssnar vi på dem. Ibland kan det vara så att man lyssnar runt och frågar, men eftersom de ville ha det på det sättet så gjorde det på något sätt enklare också, att vi tog dem som vi trodde på. Men det är väldigt svårt naturligtvis att slå straffar på en träning, och man slår inte i klubblaget och så vidare. Så att det är alltså straffarna, det är klart att det blir massa fokus på det nu, men det är ju det mest oförutsägbara straffar. Så att men det är bättre än lotteri, det är bättre än sten, sax, påse eller vad fan som helst. Men det ska avgöras.
Du pratar om att fotboll är känslor. Vi är ju en del som har varit med under hela din tid också och känner väldigt starkt för den här eran. Vad kände du själv när du klev fram till den här kortsidan med alla de gulklädda supportarna?
Men det var ju fantastiskt, och sen blev jag ju extra glad, för det var ju de vet ju lite, måste ju veta lite vad jag lyssnar på musik, för det var ju Thåström rader där som kanske är min största favorit, så att det hade de ju lyckats få ihop väldigt bra, så att det var känslomässigt vackert från deras sida. Sen hade jag velat stå där och vunnit matchen, men det gjorde jag inte. Vi.
Hello, Coach. Wojciech Nowakowski, Sport.pl. My question will be in English. I would like to ask about what is your idea for changes? Do you use only the cold analysis, the data, the support of your staff, or do you sometimes use that sense, the feeling that this substitution might work? And I don't mean just during the game, but also between the starting lineups.
That's a difficult thing, because in these kind of games it's you have to prepare for 120 minutes. You can't you know before how many players are 120 minutes players, and that's from the fact. Then things happen. For example, Sarina Wiegman was I didn't want to change her, but she was tired in some muscles, so I have to change her. So it's always have to prepare for not doing the changes too early, because then you maybe you can have to finish with 10 players. So it's a difficult, but we as a coach, you're talking about it before with the coaching stuff, and you prepare for something. Some it's how they they do the game, but it's also something that you don't know if they play 90 minutes, and it's also things that you have a good substitute on the bench. You have to use them to win the game. So it's difficult, and it's not following the same procedure every day. So it's different.
I also wanted to ask about the substitution of Stina Blackstenius, whether you thought during making the substitutions already about the possible penalty shootout, and how far was Rebecca Blomqvist on the list of from 1 to 11?
Dels frågan om var Rebecca var på listan för straffskyttar och hur du tänkte kring Storman för straffar.
Jaha. Yeah. If Stina has played 90 minutes, she has taken penalties, and she was high up. But when we have to change her, we have to make a different list.
We can have one more here.
När kommer du att träffa laget igen, och hur kommer det bli att ta farväl av det här landslaget efter de här 8 åren?
Det vet jag faktiskt inte. Det är liksom ingenting som jag har planerat i nuläget eller här, utan det får vi se. Just nu så är det bara den här matchen och uttåget i turnering som gäller, och sen får jag se vad det blir. Men jag tror i nuläget så funderar det är inte bara jag, utan det är många andra i det här teamet som kommer att sluta efter det här. Och, så att det är mycket känslor naturligtvis inblandade, men någonstans i det hela, så att när man fattar ett beslut, så även om man inte vet hur långt man går i en turnering, så just nu så är det bara den här matchen som gäller. Det är liksom, det finns inte en tanke på att man ska sluta. Och så är det väl ibland när man slutar jobb överhuvudtaget, att det tar lite tid kanske liksom innan man kanske fick den här saknaden. Saknaden kommer vara precis som efter alla mästerskap när man åker hem, och den delen behöver man liksom nästan rehabba sig själv liksom för att komma på banan, och där spelar det kanske inte så stor roll om man har vunnit eller förlorat, utan man har jobbat väldigt intensivt under en period, så man behöver landa allting, och när man har gjort det så vi får se. Jag har ingen aning i nuläget.
We'll have a final question over here.
En fråga om matchen då. Just bytet av Aslani och Rolfö, var det på grund av status eller vad?
Så är det på?
Bytet av Rolfö och Aslani?
Ja. Nej, men det var liksom status på dem, och i det hela, och få ibland liksom inte byta för sent liksom, så hade vi hade vi inte bytt dem och hade gjort de här målen, då hade vi bytt för sent. Liksom. Så att det var liksom planerat innan att vi skulle göra det. Och både Jan-Åge och Lina Hurtig har gjort bra inhopp och jag tyckte de växte in i det också. Och framförallt i förlängningskvartarna så var de väldigt nära liksom att avgöra med Madde. Så att det är så.
Vad ska du göra nu då?
Just nu jag ska åka hem, tror jag. En buss hem, eller hem till hotellet, titta på matchen igen. Och sen får vi prata med hur vi kommer att anordna våra hemresor och så vidare. Det vet vi inte i nuläget. Vi hade hoppats på att vara kvar, så att jag vet inte. Det får vi se.
Då tackar vi.
Tack så mycket.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. We do have Sarina and we need to get Hannah on the coach as well so we can make sure it's to 4 to 5 questions, please. Should we start with Anton?
It's a bit snazzy up here, isn't it?
Hi Hannah.
Hello.
How on earth are you feeling after a chaotic game like that?
A bit tired, to be honest. No, overall we're very happy. I just prefer that the game didn't go to penalties and cause everyone the stress that it did. But no, we're very happy.
Just speaking to the players, and they were saying, almost to a player, how happy they are for you to have that performance tonight. How does it make you feel to be able to go out there and have one of the games of your career?
Yeah, it's nice. I think the girls have got behind me a lot. They know how tough it's been for me whilst being in and around the England environment. So to be able to go out and help them tonight, and the whole team put on a performance that we did, it's it's a lovely moment.
Yeah, congrats, Hannah. Were you a bit surprised when Jennifer Falk stepped up to take that penalty? I think it was the fifth penalty that could have won it for Sweden. Were you quite surprised to see it was her?
Yeah, I was more panicking the fact that we didn't have any data on her, on where she was going, so I was a bit like, oh my goodness, this is down to me. But no, I was a bit surprised, but she did unbelievably well in the penalty shootout itself with the amount of saves that she did. So yeah, I was thinking she just might focus on just saving them like I tried to do. But no, it's always a high-pressured moment, a penalty shootout. So she had enough bravery to step up for Sweden, and she's seen as a hero for sure with the amount that she saved and how she kept Sweden in it all the way to the end.
Tempted to take one yourself?
Oh, I want to, but they tell me to focus on the save and the part first, and then when it comes to it, then you can take one. I get a bit excited, my striker instincts come out. Yeah.
Well done.
We'll go to Tom from the Mirror.
Hi Hannah. Just want to ask you about the save. I think it was from Rolfer at the end of the first half as well, and what was kind of going through your mind. I think there's a save at 2-0. It might have been end of the first half, start the second. Is it all a blur at this point for you?
Just played 120 minutes. I don't think I remember what happened in the first 45. Oh, thank you. I mean, it was a good save. To be honest, I really don't remember it. I try to just park everything behind if something goes right, if something goes wrong, and just focus on the next action. So, and then I come back and review it afterwards. So I'll be sure to watch that over if it's a good save.
And obviously, the defensive line changed quite a bit during the game. How did you kind of, speak to the four in front of you, whoever they were, and kind of like get things turning around from the back, looking forward?
To be honest, I don't really think we needed to tell everyone to switch on. I think everyone knew what the outcome would have been if the scoreline stayed 2-0. We said at half time we don't want to go home, so it's down to us to turn the game around, and that we did. We know whoever's on that pitch, from all the way in goal to all the way up top, that they're going to put in 100% effort for the team. So we know that they're going to be fighting for every person on that field. Whether they make a mistake, the next one's there to back them up. And yeah, I'm just glad that we all stuck together, and that's one thing we didn't want to do. We never wanted to turn on each other, because if the outcome was reversed and we were going home, we did want to feel like we all got on each other's backs, and that was the final game, almost, as how we've ended. Your phone's going off in my pocket, sorry.
Tom, we'll go to kit now, thank you.
I've got a FaceTime. Hold on. I'm in a presser. Paul, I'm in a presser. Look. I've got to go. I'll call you back. Look. I'll call you back.
Don't worry about the press, though.
Say that again.
Don't worry about the pressure in the semis.
I'll call you back. Sorry. I never answered my phone, and it was just going off in my pocket, so I do apologise for that.
I feel like I have to ask, was that family?
Yeah. All my friends and family back home, so yeah, they're all together watching, and my phone's been going non-stop since getting back in the change room, so it's lovely that they will be able to watch it all together.
What I was actually going to ask was kind of two things. First of all, how's the nose? Because it looked like it was bleeding a bit at the end.
Yeah. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. All I remember was I was going up for that ball, and next thing I know is someone's elbowed me, I think. I thought I got away with it at first because there was nothing coming out, and then I sat up and it just started streaming. But as a few other girls say, I'm better with one nostril, so I think I might have it again the next game, to be honest.
And just kind of building on that, like, it felt like you were one of several players who got hurt while putting their bodies on the line in extra time. What does that kind of show of commitment towards the end of the game show about this England team?
I think it shows the proper England's back. We're getting in the right direction. I think, that everyone would be putting their bodies on the line, literally. You could see that out there. I think everyone's a bit battered and bruised, and we were definitely taking the next couple of days to recover, ready for the next game. But no, you definitely know that everyone's got your back out there, and tackles were needed to be made when they did, and players took it upon them to make sure that the team stayed solid throughout. So even if they had a little bit of a niggle, they decided to come off for someone else who they knew would be 100% to go and make a difference, because it was definitely a fine line between the results today.
We'll go to Aisha at the back.
God, you do well with names.
Congratulations, Hannah. There was so much talk about the goalkeeper position for England ahead of this tournament, and you, as England's number one, have done such a brilliant job, not just tonight, but how special is it on a personal level for you to be so involved in today's win and also to win this player of the match? It's really nice for us to see you up here. We don't normally see goalkeepers up here.
No, it was obviously been a difficult couple of years within the England environment, and I think that was what one of you alluded to in a question earlier on, that all the girls were ecstatic. They've seen all the hard work that I've put in and how difficult it's been, and how they've helped me get to the point that I am now, and being happy to be wearing an England shirt again. I just want to do whatever I can for the team to get that win. I don't care if it's I have one touch in a game or I have multiple. I just want to do whatever I can to make sure that we get the result that we deserve as a team. And it was a big team performance today. I'm just happy for the whole group of girls, to be honest. We just didn't want to go home tomorrow.
Good luck in the semis.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. I've got to get Hannah on the bus, so we've got to leave it there. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, guys. Oh. I don't know.
Past 1 in the morning. Who would like to kick us off? Have we got a mic? Yeah, we'll go to Anton at Sky Sports, please. Thank you.
How on earth are you feeling after that game, Sarina?
Very hyper. Still very emotional. I think lots of adrenaline still in my life, in my body, I mean. But yeah, crazy game.
All the game plans, all the things you set out for, was that the most chaotic game you've been a part of?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I can't remember anything like this.
And how do you analyse and react to that? Because I presume the first 75 minutes weren't pleasing you, or you weren't going to be very happy with. And then the last, half an hour was, I mean, from a coaching perspective, how do you...
Well, yeah, I think, of course, we wanted to start the game a lot better than we did. So within 2-3 minutes, we were 1-0 down. And that's not a good start, of course. Then really quickly, they scored the second goal. And we were really struggling with coming into the game. And, of course, when we started, we wanted to play a little bit beyond. But then we want to start play football, but we didn't do that well enough. And we were really struggling with that. So you basically think, okay, how can we help the team to get better in the game, and what can they do? And I actually think that second half ongoing, unfortunately, after the 2-0, we started playing a bit better, but we didn't create that much. And the second half, I also thought we were on the ball a lot better than we were the first half. But again, we couldn't break their wall like what they... When you come in the 18-yard box and you bring crosses in, they're so good defensively there that you have to go either far post or create space at the edge of the box. And we were struggling with that. So then we just needed a couple of subs, other players with other attributes in the game, bringing into the game, and that changing the picture.
Congratulations, Sarina.
Thanks.
The substitutes coming on, making an impact, the resilience that was shown from England, a large slice of luck as well. It feels like these are kind of familiar traits that have been probably welcome ones for you at major tournaments.
Yeah. Well, I think what we can control, of course, the team just fighting to get back in the game. That's what you see, and they just. I think that's a quality that's so strong from this team, that togetherness and fighting back and not playing well but sticking together. That shows so much resilience. And then also with changing the picture, bringing other players in. They, like Michelle, Chloe, they bring some different things to the game. And Bet, of course, that really helped. That really helped the team in that moment. But also Sweden at that moment had to had to adapt to some different things we did. And before they could have adapted, it was 2-2. So that's so powerful, this team. And then that luck, Today I thought about 3 times we were out.
Well, I was going to ask that. Were you actually genuinely concerned?
Well, when you miss so many penalties, then I was really concerned. So, okay, now it's done. And then they missed again. So that needs a little bit of luck, of course, that they then miss. For them, of course, the most horrible way to go out of a tournament. And for us, maybe even more exciting.
Congrats again.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Sarina. Can I ask, how is Leah Williamson, obviously coming off?
Yeah, she rolled her ankle, so she'll be assessed tomorrow. So I don't know what it is like now, but she couldn't stay on the pitch anymore, so we had to take her off.
And a similar sort of question about Lauren James and Alex Greenwood having injuries but carrying on. Does that mean that we think they're okay?
Yeah, they're okay. They were really tired. I think everyone was really tired, and. No, but they are okay. I haven't heard anything on that.
And just finally, how do you balance kind of enjoying tonight and enjoying the emotion of the
enjoying
the fact that you're still in the tournament?
I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
How do you balance being happy about being through with maybe the more kind of cold, rational analysis you need to do to work out why you weren't good enough in the first 70 minutes tonight?
At the moment, I'm not rationalizing, and I don't agree with you with the first 70 minutes. I think that was shorter. but we didn't create the chance that we normally do. And we the first part of the first half we were really struggling, but I think later on we played a lot better. Just we didn't create many chances, and they kept being dangerous. On your question, finding balance at the moment, I just need to calm down.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kit. Luke.
I don't know how aware you are of British history, but there is a legendary figure called Queen Boudica, who was a queen who refused to surrender. That was Lucy Bronze day, wasn't it? How magnificent was she? Not just with the penalty kick, but everything about her this evening.
Lucy Bronze is just one of a kind. I have never ever seen this before in my life, and I'm a very lucky person that I've worked with so many incredible people, incredible football players, and there are so many. But what she does and her mentality and how she then that penalty, the goal, also far post, you can just get it there. She gets it in the net, but that's not. What defines her is that resilience, that fight. I think the only way to get her off the pitch is in a wheelchair.
And we'll have a chat about Queen Boudica at a later date. She's a very interesting
I'm
figure.
still learning.
Yeah. Thanks, Luke. We'll go to Michael at the front row, please. Thanks.
Hi, Sarina. I know it's a long time ago now, but the first half, you changed your centre-backs around about 25 minutes in. What was the reason for that, and how important was that in stabilising the game, getting England playing football?
They left that left side open, and Jess was a bit struggling. And with Leah, we thought then we can start the build-up there.
Thanks, Michael. We'll go to Tom first.
Sarina, congratulations. Could I ask you to say a few words about Hannah Hampton, not just the penalty shootout, but also the save she made at 2-0? Like, how important was that?
Yeah, that was a crucial save. I think she played a very good game. During the game already, and that the save you're talking about was absolutely crucial. Otherwise, I think the game would have been done. And I think in the penalty shootout also there was this one. I think it was the third penalty, but I'm not sure, where she got it on her right side. That was an incredible save too, which kept us in the penalty shootout too. So massive influence or contribution to a very good team performance, or good. Yeah, the outcome is really good and how the team stuck together, but she had a big contribution on that.
And we talk a lot about the finishers, the players coming on the bench, but was tonight the night when the strength in depth really showed with the way that so many players were able to help off the bench?
Yeah, absolutely. And what you see, so we talk indeed about the finishers. So Beth Mead came on, and Chloe and Michelle, but also Esme came in. She did really well. Neve Charles came in. And she had a crucial header where she played that duel, also to keep it 2-2. So and that's really hard to come in, and then in that intensity or intense game, then showing up and do the right things. That's just very impressive. I think that shows the strength of this team.
Thanks, Tom.
Sarina, good evening, good morning. After this very unique game tonight, how important against Italy do you think it will be to return to maybe a more orderly, more playful style of football and more creativity?
Yeah, I've asked the players to do that.
Also tonight?
Well, also for tonight too. But of course we. From the first minute, we want to play football better and a little more balanced. But today, at the end, we needed something else. Let's see what we need Tuesday. Is it Tuesday we play? What we need then. But of course, tomorrow we start working on our plan against Italy, and hopefully we can keep it a little bit calmer.
Thanks. We'll take 3 more questions. We'll go to Tom Hamilton, Flo, and then Paul at the back.
Hi, Sarina. Congratulations. It probably seems like a lifetime ago, but yesterday Lucy Bronze said in the press conference that if push comes to shove, we can win a game by any means possible. What is it about this group that finds a way to achieve that, especially on a night like tonight?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but this team is just incredible. They stick together. We had the disappointment game against France, and how we came together and how players took responsibility, how they had conversations with each other and we had conversations, and then stepping up. And it mainly is taking responsibility and then taking action to make it better and to support each other. And do whatever is necessary to try to turn around a result as we did today. And that is just so impressive, and I'm just really proud to be part of that team.
Thanks, Tom. Can we go to Flo, please? Thanks.
Hi, Sarina. Obviously, it was a really chaotic shootout, so I know it's probably hard to digest. But how does it compare to ones that you'd overseen previously? Obviously, England had a shootout against Nigeria in the World Cup. And are you at all concerned about how many players did miss their penalties?
Yeah, we also had the Finalissima. And in the Finalissima Nigeria, I think we had a very good shootout. And today we were good enough in the shootout, let's keep it that way. So, of course, I was concerned because we were missing, and I know players are capable of taking a penalty because they're really good. I think, yeah. You know, you can talk about reasons. I think it's the fatigue, the whole picture. I think it was just really hard. But yes, of course, you're concerned. We just try to prepare as good as possible.
And will that be a focus in the lead up to Italy?
Penalty shootout? No. We have trained this. We know what players are capable of, and we move on. And of course, we prepare again for a penalty shootout because that's always a scenario. But I will not make it a big point out of it. It's part of the game.
We'll just finish with Paul. Thanks.
Congratulations, Sarina. I think you mentioned her briefly earlier. Chloe Kelly, we know what she did in 2022 with a goal, but today coming on, putting all those crosses, providing something extra that maybe hadn't happened as much in the previous 75 minutes, almost scoring with that corner as well. Yeah. I mean, talk about her contribution today. I mean, through the whole team.
Needed that. Yeah, absolutely. We needed that. We needed crosses, and we had crosses, but we didn't get it the far post. And we know with her right or her left foot, she can give very good crosses, and that's exactly what she did. So she was so prepared and ready, and yeah, bring it back to doing your task as good as possible. That's absolutely what she did, and she was ready for that. So that's of course nice when you have your plans, you want to change, and everyone knows exactly, okay, this is what I want to do. And then when it works, of course, it's even, sometimes it works, sometimes you're not successful. But I think the more you practice, the bigger the chance that it's going to be successful.
Thanks, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Safe journeys home, and we'll see you in the coming days.
Not going home. Are you going to have a glass of something nice? No, we're not going home. Absolutely.